like I was saying on the first part of this video, sorry about that. I said you were wondering who told him that there was a recording, and I said, oh, the fiance was around, who is also a doctor and also a nana, and then when he came, I think in the early hours, because I purposely stayed up, my intuition was like, since I didn't get a video of Esther, this person would tell his fiance would tell him, and he would likely bust into the room. But it was just a feeling. But because I also don't want to intrude further, as I have already with Esther, I had to even apologize to Esther earlier yesterday for all the whole issue. He went into the room when he came back, alone, went into her room and breathed down her neck, coerced her to delete the video I made of his tyranny out of her own phone. Um, Now, you might be wondering, how did I even get conversation with Esther? That will come up. I'm gonna have a live section on Facebook and Twitter and on Instagram on this. So this video you'll be finding it on my YouTube channel, and I'll be directing a lot of those links on a lot of professional sites like LinkedIn and co. And yes, I will be tagging these individuals on LinkedIn as well. You can find them. So I'll be putting their full names, so you can easily, find who they are. So why am I doing this video in particular? Because this part of the video I'm doing specifically on my security reason. As you all know, I am a loud, out, proud member of the LGBT community. Yes, I am a lesbian, 33-year-old Nigerian who is living in Ghana. I am a digital nomad who is operating as a brand strategist specifically for this company called Ohini Coco, My Coco. Um, yes, and so with all the beats of situation I have seen, him putting my clothes on the floor, um, him putting my clothes on the floor, him going to Esther's room to take and demand that she deletes the video from her phone, all those you know, I don't know what to call it, you know, um, behavior that he's carrying. I want to purposely document this on from a specifically for this video from a security approach. This house is located at Fred Albert. I think this is a number 3 or number 2. But you see the first video, I went outside the building purposely to be able to give you room, because with that video you can connect it directly to Google Map. Yeah, thanks to technology, a lot of things are easy. So I am doing this video to alert my community, to alert all the international bodies, specifically on LGBTIQ plus issues and advocacy, to have this documentation, to have this video, and um, for them to be aware and updated with what is going on. From the previous video that was deleted, I mentioned that on my first meeting, so to say, interview meeting with Nana Aduna, I was asked a lot of invasive question, one of which I related with my contact person of the name Genevieve Akufo, known as Della Akufo, who is a team partner of the Cocoa Company. And this question was held with his fiancée, Dr. Nana, about how, this is where after he he made a statement of, oh, you're a lesbian. I'm like, yes. Oh, you're out. I mean, it's all there. I'm like, oh, yes. I mean, it's nothing to be. He mentioned, oh, we're not judging. I'm like, there's nothing to judge. I don't judge you fucking somebody, do I? You don't, yeah. So it's nothing to judge over it. And then he went right after that with that question to ask me if I was sexually abused as a child. Now that's a trigger question. One, two, that's an invasive question. Three, sorry, a call is coming in. That's an invasive question. And the most the most funny part of it is his fiance, a woman, was right there seated when this question was asked. Didn't bat an eye, didn't call him, in order, nothing. And I was like, oh wow, okay, this is two doctors. He's a psychiatrist, and how come you think you have the right to improve on somebody's um, um, life in that such a manner? Even if I was sexually abused, is this the time to ask me that question? And how the hell is it your business? So, on security matters, I am calling on LGBT community leaders and advocates and activists to take this case up with me. Thank you. And before I leave, if you want to know more about me, first, I am the founder of the LGBT Africa Media Network. So you can find me on LGBT Africa on Instagram. You can find me on Africa LGBT Awards on Twitter. And you can reach me even by website, or my publication is www.thelgbtafrica.com. I'll be throwing a lot of these stories on that platform. And my personal website is www.priscillaphilips.com. Yes, an LGBTIQ plus situation is ongoing on here in Ghana. Yes, I am in Ghana, in Accra. And this is a time. This is a time. This is a time we all stand with our solidarity in every aspect. Any of us has been trying to be bullied. Again, my name is Priscilla Philips. I'm a Nigerian nomad here in Ghana. I provide PR strategy. Those who know me. I have been doing this for the past 10 years. And you can find me on my website. And also the founder of the LGBT publication, which you can find on www.lgbtafrica.com. And guess what? Just also out of excitement, I am also on Apple Podcast. I have a radio show I run called The Lesbian Living. Yes, I also have a radio show. You can find that on Instagram, LGBT Africa Radio. I talk about everything in the LGBT community. I advocate on that platform, so go check it out and let's have a further conversation. Like I said, I'll be providing you series depending on how the situation go. So, thank you very much for watching this video and taking the actions to stand by me on this situation. I specifically would call on the Netherlands Embassy, the Europe Embassy, the ECOWAS, African Union to come on board on this situation. They are refusing to pay me. This is my contract. They're supposed to pay me, based on contract, depends on feeding of 750 Ghana cedis. What has come to me so far, the twice payment I've received was 610 Ghana cedis. So they're not even paying me, fully. And guess what? The apartment that came in exchange of my services. All that will be shared accordingly as more series go on with what my prices are and what I could have easily gotten an apartment, pay for a year and not have to deal with this, right? But because they couldn't afford my payment and gave me an alternative to this call, and gave me an alternative to battering with my price, my services for the apartment. So which is technically, if this contract was terminated, you should be compensating me with what is left. You're not paying me, so asking me to move out to where? What logic is that? On what specific logic is that? I want you to kindly ask these questions with me as I take you on behind the scenes of being a nomad and working with a cocoa company here in Accra, Ghana. Oh, don't forget, you can also follow me on She Travels Africa because I'll be throwing lots of content out there. I mean, across all my 6 platforms, those who are following all platforms, please and please and please and please join me over there. My personal account is Priscilla at Priscilla Philips. You can find me on that with that name on Twitter as well. Thank you, everybody, for your support and well wishes.